After you have completed the campaign and unlocked your mount, the most important thing is that you finish your Renown. You can very easily check that by opening up your map menu and then pressing W onto the map. And then you will have the different regions right here where you can see that all the Renown on the bottom portion of the menu here is going to be checkmarked. As you can see here, this character didn't really complete the number 5 Renown here in Fractured Peaks, and it didn't even complete the Renown 4 in Kyrgyzstan, but this lower bar right here shows you that you have everything that you need unlocked from the 2 skill points per region, making it a 10 total skill points, and another 4 Paragon points per region, totaling at 20. And what is also going to be very important is that you will have the 31 out of 31 altars of Lilith complete in every zone. That obviously changes. For example, Fractured Peaks only have 28. That is something that you need to look out for, because coming with Season 2, this is forever going to be unlocked come a new season whenever you have it unlocked previously. Finishing Renown is extremely important, because if we have a look at the D4 power curve right here, you can actually see that if the monster power is going to increase very linearly, and the player power here in green, you can see that without the Renown is basically going to be very similar to the curve of the monster power. Up until level 50, you will start getting Paragon points and therefore are going to outscale the monster power. But as you can also see here, when blue, the player power with Renown is going to start even higher than the monster power, because you get those 10 skill points instantly from the start of the season, therefore making your character extremely strong compared to the usual power level curve. And as you can see, it is also going to increase the further you are going to level up during the character's lifespan. Now, after the most important and tedious tasks are out of your way, you can now start focusing on which class you are going to play. So maybe this time around you are going to start with a class that you haven't really played before. Maybe you played pre-season Barb and then chose Necromancer for Season 2. Maybe you would want to start on one of the other 3 classes for Season 2. But if you are like me and want to reach the 5 endgame bosses as fast as possible to be able to farm those juicy Uber Uniques, I would suggest going with a class that you already know your way around, and maybe even a build that you are very familiar with. My approach is going to be exactly that one, and after I have finished all of the Uber Unique stuff on the class that I'm starting with, then I will go and switch to other characters and try out builds and all the other classes to basically extend the lifespan of Season 2. After you have chosen your class, you need to narrow down which build you want to play, because this time around it is going to be extremely important that we kill bosses. Maybe a boss killer like a Bone Spear Necromancer or a Poison Tank Rogue is going to be the play just as a season starter. And then after you have experienced the new content on a class and a build that you are already familiar with, then it's probably time to reroll and play another class, play a completely new build, and then try to tackle the Uber bosses with that new build. I'm going to be uploading a best skills and builds to level video, so stay tuned for that. And if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. After that is done, it's time to choose the leveling method for your Season 2 launch. Back in Season 1, there was the stronghold strategy where you were basically constantly resetting and almost full clearing a stronghold back to back to get the maximum amount of experience. This time around, this is not going to be possible anymore because of some changes to the leveling scaling. Because that is not possible anymore, we have seen the dopamine tunnels leveling strat emerge at around the second half of the season, which is going to give you quite a lot of experience per hour. People are actually blasting from level 1 to a completed capstone dungeon in around 2.5 to 3.5 hours, depending on your class. Necro being extremely fast, and that is probably going to be shaken up today whenever the class balance changes are coming up. But nonetheless, this strategy is going to be very viable unless they are going to change something big here whenever it comes to resetting dungeons over and over. But I do really think that they are going to keep it as it is and therefore are going to buff the whispers, which has been announced by quite a lot. Not only to get it on par to dopamine tunnels, but actually make it much more efficient to leveling compared to the best and highest experience per hour dungeons. So I really think that the best leveling strat is going to be farming whispers over and over and over, straight up going for the objectives in every dungeon and basically getting your main chunk of experience from turning in the whisper caches, which in turn is also going to reward you with very good rewards that are basically scaling with the current item level that you have equipped, because that was announced with the changes last week during the developer update livestream. All in all, I am going to keep you updated which one is going to come out being the best. This is going to be during the first week of the season, so around the 18th, 19th of October. If you don't want to miss out on the best leveling strat for Season 2, which is going to be tested and tried out by me on stream and during the race, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Come the release of Season 2 on the 17th of October, I will be streaming the race to Hardcore Solo Self-Found World First live on Twitch. You will find the Twitch link down in the pinned comment below. And if you like content similar to this, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and I'll see you next time.